What's going on, people? Welcome back. And yes, actually a real video, not just short 1 minute clips. This is going to be a mixed bag video. I'm going to talk about what I've been playing, what I want to play this fall, a little gaming news, basically a mixed bag of things. So let's jump right into it. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is Rainbow Six Siege, being that I got the gameplay playing in the background. I don't think I've made a video talking about Rainbow Six Siege, so what the heck? Why not? Actually, Rainbow Six Siege is a pretty old game. It's going to be about a year old. And unfortunately, now is when the game is probably playing at its best. Because when it first launched, it had issues. Like most games nowadays, it just seems like most highly anticipated games, most AAA title games, have an issue, have to get patched up, or several patches or several months before it is playing to the way it's supposed to be playing. And right now, I can say that Rainbow Six Siege is the best that it has ever been. Much improvements to the UI, to the AI, the hit detection. The connection was terrible on this game. You would take forever to load into a game, and then sometimes you get kicked out of blue screen. That has been addressed and fixed. The hit detection is still a little spotty at times and could be frustrating because you die super fast here, and if there's a problem with the connection, a 1 or 2 second lag or something like that with the combination with the hit detection could be very frustrating at times. But if you're playing with the right team and you're not playing some super team that's taking advantage of glitches or the connection issues, it could be a fun game. There was a diamond in the rough when this game first came out. Unfortunately, a lot of people stopped playing it because, you know, like I told you, the issues that it had, and nowadays, people just don't have the time to stick around months and months with a game if it's not playing correctly, especially with all the options that we have as far as games are concerned. That people just that quickly drop out of a game, that quickly a community can die. And I actually read a weird stat that there's actually more people playing this game now than the first 3 months that it came out. So that's crazy. Either a lot of people heard about the patches and word of mouth got around that the game is playing a lot better. But yeah, there are a lot more people playing it. And this is a good game to play every so often. You can take a month away from this game and come back to it and not feel like you lost a step, as opposed to a game like Call of Duty or Battlefield 4, for me at least, unless you're an exceptional gamer that could just jump around with different style games and different type of games and excel at them. I'm not. I'm average gamer at best, but this game, I feel like I can get my legs right under me and get pretty acclimated quickly to the gameplay, as opposed to a Battlefield or a Call of Duty that it has this fast neck breaking speed that you lose a step or two if you're away from the game for a substantial amount of time. That's not the case with Rainbow Six Siege, and I'm enjoying it. So if you guys got it, download the patches and give it a shot, and you'll be pleasantly surprised at some of the much needed improvements that have been made, that have made this game really fun again. I'm also playing Uncharted 4. As you can see, I put a lot of clips of Uncharted, even though the last few weeks I've slowed down a lot. And unfortunately, it's because that game is not fun playing by yourself. A lot of my friends have moved away from it. A lot of them are playing Overwatch. They're enjoying the heck out of Overwatch. So I think that unfortunately for Naughty Dog, this game came out when the Juggernaut Overwatch came out, and a lot of people were looking forward to that game. So that community grew while Uncharted dwindles down. And with the lack of content, with the lack of game modes, especially like a free for all, it is so hard to go in that game. Like I've gone into that game and maybe get my 15, 17 kills, be on top of the leaderboard for my team, and we get rocked or lose 20 to 40 or something like that. It is just a very frustrating game. It is so much fun when you're playing with a group of people, but when you're playing alone, and like I said, it seems like the community is dying on there fairly quickly. It's a rough game to play by yourself. And that's it. I haven't been playing much else. I've been playing a little bit of Destiny, when Iron Banner is out, and that is it. I expected to play the Division because that was the games that I was thinking I'm playing in the summer. I convinced myself not to get Overwatch because I was like, I'm not gonna invest a lot of time in that. I got Uncharted, I got Division, I got Rainbow Six Siege, and a little bit of Destiny sprinkled in there. I'm not gonna have time for Overwatch. And needless to say, the Division, I haven't even touched it. New content came out in late June, early July, and none of my friends are playing it. So that's another game that you do not want to play by yourself. You do not want to go into the dark zone by yourself. So it is frustrating that these highly anticipated games that you're looking forward to, games that you invest time and money into, don't live up to the hype, are broken, need to be patched, or the communities die quickly. I don't know what the reasoning is. I mean, with the two examples that I gave you, Uncharted is a good multiplayer, but the community is suffering because Overwatch is just such a big game, and the lack of content maybe force people to leave it. Division, no one wants to play it because it's just a lackluster game. But a game like, let's say, Doom, where a lot of people were hyping up, a lot of people loved, I don't see no one playing that game. So it doesn't necessarily correlate with having a bad game while a community dies. I think just people just have shorter attention spans when it comes to gaming, and they just play their games in short spurts and move on to the next thing. I'm not that type of gamer. I like to invest my time in my games. I like to really get deep into them, and that's why I chose to limit the amount of games I buy, because before I would buy all games and figure, okay, I'll find time to play it. I'll find time to play it, and I never do, and my backlog grew, and I thought I was going to get to my backlog this summer. That has not happened. And that's why I'm fully embracing being a casual gamer, sticking with one or two games, and realizing there's no way I can play all the games that I want to play. It's impossible. I won't be able to, so why even try? What else can we talk about? No Man's Sky. That is another game that was highly anticipated and is a huge disappointment to a lot of people. It is getting destroyed on the internet. And it is unfortunate because that's a game that I also was looking forward to. Decided not to pick up, not necessarily because I heard bad stuff about it, but because I figured I wasn't gonna have time for a game like that. And I'm glad I didn't because it's getting killed. Unfortunately, that game was so hyped that I think that if it was kept small, an indie game, $20, $30, $40 max, it wouldn't get destroyed as much as it is. But all that hype, a $60 title, and then it's just a disappointment that the game turned out the way it has. I know that it's had some issues that they've been trying to patch, and they're saying that they're going to release a bunch of more patches to help improve that game. So who knows, but I think that we as gamers, we as people that consume all type of entertainment, be it movies, TVs, and games, have to temper our hype. Not buy into what these marketing teams are selling us, because if we lower our expectations, which sometimes are through the roof, I think we would find silver lining in things, and we would enjoy things a lot more because we're not oversold by them. But we buy into it, we build up all this hype, we see gameplay that is clearly on PC, and then or test builds, and when they finally come out, they just don't look anything or play like what we saw, and it's disappointing, especially when you're paying $50, $60 a game, and you're struggling on time to play all these games. Communities are not going to last long, and people have a right to complain if a game is not up to par. But yeah, sad news on No Man's Sky. We had Sony leak their PlayStation Slim, and I'm sure Sony must be, oh my God, beside themselves. Like, man, they kept this so close to the vest. They didn't even want to talk about the Neo. Everything has been leaking, and someone actually buys a PS4 Slim online and does an unboxing, unveils it. I mean, clear as day. It can't be a hoax, and it's frustrating. It has to be frustrating for Sony, but what are you gonna do? You know, September 7th can't come around soon enough for them, and at least the Neo hasn't been leaked. And I think most people were looking forward to the Neo news than any idea of a Slim. But needless to say, you know, I guess we're gonna get two new SKUs of PS4s, and we'll find out soon enough the price point and what the Neo is going to entail. And that's basically it. I haven't had a chance to uh, tackle my backlog. Every time I think I'm going to play something, either I'm not in the mood or I'm just burnt out. I don't know what it is, but I just haven't had time to get to my backlog. And then as far as gaming, you know, like the games that I tell you, that's all I've been playing. I tried out the Titanfall 2 tech demo, whatever that was, and it's okay. It's all right. It's nothing, you know, crazy, but I'm kind of glad that I played it because now I realize I'm not going to be missing anything when I don't pick it up. You know, I don't know why they decided to release that game 1 week after Battlefield 1 and 1 week before Call of Duty, when a lot of people are so hyped, more hyped most likely on the Modern Warfare remaster than the actual new game. And it's just, what are they thinking? Why not release that game in March or February or something like that of next year, when, you know, people had time to enjoy their games and maybe want something new or something fresh? But from what I saw of Titanfall 2, it is very much Call of Duty like. It might be unfair to categorize it like that, but that's what it felt like to me. A lot of jumping, a lot of freaking craziness that has been happening in these Call of Duty games, and I'm just tired of that game style. And I'm not gonna pick that game up. And that was one game that I was hyped when I saw the first Titanfall for Xbox, and I couldn't wait for it to come to PlayStation. And by the time it's here, I don't care. So it could just be me. It could just be my state of mind where I'm at as far as gaming. But I know that a lot of these highly anticipated games have not been living up to the hype. So let me know what you're getting this fall. Only thing I'm thinking about picking up is a Battlefield 1 and the Destiny expansion pack. And that is it for now. Maybe something else, but those are the only two things that I'm going to be playing. So let me know, what are you guys going to be picking up this fall? And let me know, what are you guys most disappointed about in a specific game, like that didn't live up to your hype? Because I have so many, it makes no sense for me to even talk about it. Anyway, that's the video. Thanks for watching. I'm going to leave you with the rest of this clip where I get lucky. And that's it. So you guys know the deal. You guys be good. You guys be safe. As always, I'll catch you guys soon.
Hey man, I was just go balls deep.
10 seconds remaining. You have found the biohazard container. Location.
Ooh.
5 seconds
Check
left.
right.
Oh no!
Switch.
What? What the fuck?
My man even, oh dude, you painted so hard, dude, made my fucking heart stop.
That was dope.
Fucking GG, good job, Lou, fuck.
Thanks.
No doubt.